Tom!
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the Goddess Dwells. Long ago, the guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Hello everybody, Tom Fox here, welcoming you back to more Fire Emblem 3 houses. In the last episode, we lost our father and mentor, Gerald. But it looks like Leonie wants to speak with us, so maybe we'll be able to recover a little bit from there.
Hey, Professor, got a minute? Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
It's alright.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin.
How do you know my father?
Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
I don't remember.
Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them, but your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me.
I'm glad you got to see him again.
Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along. And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. Oh, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
So hey, yeah, talk about really horrible timing on a support conversation there. Gerald's dead. And it's very, like, I imagine Leonie would be a little bit more devastated than she is in that support conversation. Especially, like, a week after it happened. Anyway, continuing on.
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home. The look of joy on her face at the sight of these flowers will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves. Yeesh, that is enough. His entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that. Oh, it must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach. Not the type to wallow in solitude, huh? That's a relief, let me tell you. So, what were you reading? Is that Gerald's
diary?
So it is. Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Gerald left the monastery. Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary? I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it.
You may borrow it.
I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect. Anyhow, let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it? If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand, even if that means going against Rhea's wishes. Don't forget it. Now go. Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
Mysteries upon mysteries. Are their bodies artificial? Today is Ingrid's birthday. Have some flowers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't spend them all in one place. Or something. I don't know. Anyway. DLC supplies have arrived. Oh, good! That'll cheer me up for my dead dad. Head to your personal quarters and check the bed to pick them up. Special auxiliary battles are now available. Select battle during Chapter 3 or later to engage these new battles. House Loungewear is now available in your journal as a look for your select units. In addition, glasses are available as an accessory for the protagonist. So obviously we're gonna wander around. Also, looking at the certification, I just realized I was wrong about something. So for certifications, I was looking for Dorothea's dancer class in that. I guess she just has it immediately and you just have to reclass her. But anyway, let's listen to some support conversations before we get into exploring. Claude and Hilda.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn.
Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped. I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
I think that it's really depressing to come back from like a normal conversation to see Ken, you're not so sad. The one thing I don't like about Hilda isn't the fact that she doesn't put in effort, but more the fact that she gripes about putting in any effort at all. Anyway, Raphael and, oh, I was waiting for this one.
Hey, Ig! Ignatz? Hey, Ignatz is here! What's gotten into him? Hey! Ah! Hey, you've been acting weird lately. Are you sick or something?
Raphael! No, I'm fine.
So what's going on with you? Are you worried about something? Want to talk about it?
I don't know about worried. It's just, you know, your parents.
Hey now!
Ah! What is it?
I thought I told you to drop it. Just forget about it.
I can't just forget about it. You lost your parents. And when you were in need, my family did nothing to help you.
Well, what were they supposed to do about it? It's not like they killed my parents. And besides, that's our folks you're talking about. That's got nothing to do with us, right?
I still can't help but feel responsible. Like I owe you somehow.
Look, if you want to do something, just be my pal like you used to. We can eat tasty meals together, play games, make jokes, and laugh until our bellies hurt.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Of course it is! We were friends before, and there's no reason we can't be friends now.
Raphael, thank you. And I'm sorry about before.
No one can convince me that Raphael isn't the best character. I'm sorry, that's impossible. You can't come around here and tell me that Raphael isn't a good character.
Where is it? Oh, hello there, Ignatz.
Yes, hello, Hilda. What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that I'm looking for a book. I can't seem to find it anywhere. I think it might be on one of the high shelves. Could you give me a hand?
I'm really sorry, but actually... Some people got hurt while training in magic. I'm rushing to grab some medical supplies.
Whoa, that sounds serious. Don't let me stop you in that case.
Thanks. I'll be right back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what was the book you were looking for?
Is everyone okay?
Yes, it turned out to just be some scrapes and bruises. Oh, is that the book?
Yes, I went and grabbed a ladder. That made the book much easier to find.
Huh. You could have just asked someone else for their help.
Well, you said people were hurt, so I just figured everyone had more important things to do. Honestly, I don't love heights. It was a bit scary up there, but here we are. I managed.
I see. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Why are you apologizing, silly? Surely first aid is more important.
I thought you might wait for me to come back, that's all.
Oh, but giving first aid, that's not an easy job. I figured you'd be worn out. The last thing I want is to push you too hard.
That's thoughtful of you, Hilda. Thanks for watching out for me.
Oh, don't mention it. Do my cleaning again and we'll call it even. You did such a lovely job last time. The floor was practically sparkling. I swear the air even tasted cleaner.
I'm glad you liked it. You're really good at giving compliments, you know that? I suppose that's why everyone's so eager to help you with things.
Exactly. By heaping praise on people, they're more eager to help me in the future. Oh, but that's not what's happening here. I was really, truly impressed by your cleaning skills.
I wish I had everything figured out like you.
All right, there's a bit of a priority there with like, you know, helping people with first aid and whatnot. But come on, Hilda, holding that over Ignaz's head for not helping you get a book? God! At first I was like, oh no, a redeeming character quality in Hilda, and then she just went right ahead and started being like, no, you know what? I'll still take advantage of him. God. People complain about me hating on her too much, but it's warranted! It's absolutely warranted! DLC supplies are available. These supplies will be taken. You may have space available in your convoy or storehouse to do so. So we got the sacred Galewing shoes. Can I look at them? I can't look at them. Okay. Well, I'll look at them. Let's see. Inventory. There we go. So this actually came with the update that changed. So this is the first time I'm recording after the update that changed the male avatar's voice. I'm not gonna go into exactly why it was changed in the first place, but it was some unpleasantness. And so yeah. We got the Sacred Floral Robe, which permanently increases HP by 7. The Snow Melt Drop, which permanently increases strength by 3. The Sacred Moonstone, which permanently increases speed by 3. And the Sacred Galewind Shoes, which permanently increase movement by 2. I will not be using any of these for this playthrough. My reason for that is primarily because it just seems kind of cheap. If I get a really low level unit and that I might want to use at some point, but they're just a little bit too weak, I might use it on them, but for now we're not gonna do that. Unit appearance. So now we have house loungewear. Oh Lord. That's really funny. All right, well, I'm gonna keep that and let's give him the glasses. I think it looks good with the glasses. House loungewear. Okay, so it's basically the same thing for everybody. What about... Okay, there's a little bit different. It looks more like an athletic uniform than loungewear. But I guess I could change their attire with that to match like how they are in the academy. I'm kind of surprised. Oh my god. Oh, I was really hoping. You know what? Nothing's gonna beat the shirt that's barely being held together by its buttons. I was kind of hoping that they would have like the outfits for their classes. That might come later though. Yeah, the glasses really do look good on him.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Thank you.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
The screen goes black there, so I guess it's implied that he did end up like weeping. He ended up crying from that. All right, and we're gonna make our usual rounds around here. And which unfortunately means we're gonna be getting, well, not really unfortunately, but we'll be getting a lot of condolences about the loss of our father. Huh. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, there's no Bernadetta here. All right, let's go ahead instead and, hey, Dedue.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words.
Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Yep. Thank you. A light purple veil, a headscarf that has been dyed purple. It probably belongs to someone who likes fashion. I believe that belongs to, oh man, what was her name? Manuela. A lovely comb. Oh, that might belong to Manuela as well. Manuela, Wella. I'd like to do some gardening, please. Keep in mind, I would like to harvest. We got a lot of seeds, 2 violets, 2 pitcher plants, and an LL pomegranate. Brings that up a little bit. Plant. Let's see. Let's go with northern Fodland seeds. I can plant 4 things now, right? Yes. Let's try northern Fodland seeds. East Fodland seeds. Pale blue flower seeds and red flower seeds. I wonder how many of them cross-pollinate as well. And also we can use Caledonian soil to improve the crop yield. Costs a pretty penny, but it means we'll be able to get more more bang for our buck.
Hello there.
Hello, Leone.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone, and we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you, but I just can't. I can't believe.
I know it's supposed to be serious, but just the emotional whiplash from the support conversation we got from her not 3 days ago in game. Here, have a training weight.
Wow, this is great.
Who's by the fishing pond? Ingrid's still here. I probably will do some more fishing off screen as well, because I believe this is a special day for fishing? Yep, golden fish. Something changed in the fishing pond. There are now many fish with a golden glow. This could be your chance to get rich quick. So I can actually grind for a lot of money here, but just by fishing. I want to see, I think Ingrid is over this way. Introduction to magic. An easy and simple to understand textbook on magic probably belongs to someone who's not good at magic. Who was standing here before? I want to say it was either Ash or Casper.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Don't worry about it. No one in the entrance hall. Marketplace stuff I'll do off stream as well. I'm really curious where Bernadetta is. Cause she's, there we go. She's in the Knights Hall. Okay. All right, well, let's head upstairs into the banquet hall. Poultry around here. Hello, Edelgard.
What happened to Gerald? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
It's just it's just a matter of who they is. Ferdinand and Petra.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Ferdinand, I wouldn't say his heart's in the right place. Wait, what? Oh, there they are. I wouldn't say his heart's in the right place because he's telling her to go back for diplomatic reasons, not for her personal safety.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
It's very nice of them. What do we got here? Weathered cloak. You know what, I don't think anybody was... Oh, you know what? I always forget about him when I do these exploration bits. Let's talk to our good buddy, the gatekeeper.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Oh God, I wanted him to bring a little bit of sunshine into my life with some of the quirky stuff he says. That was heart-rending. No, gatekeeper, gatekeeper. Oh, he's so pure. Pegasus horseshoes. Where else am I going here? I guess there's nowhere else except for like the northern part of the academy. Noseless puppet. I think that belongs to... I keep forgetting his name.
Right.
I want to call him Gerald, but I know that's not right. It might be Gerald. He's not there. Where? Actually, I don't know where the guy I'm looking for is. Is he just not here? No, I don't know where he is. Damn it, I can't think of his name either. That's upsetting. Well, I know who it belongs to. All right, let's go north. Into the Knight's headquarters. Oh, soldier?
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
I mean, in addition to the question of why did he have to pass, I've got a question for you. Why did you have to tear the sleeve on your shirt? How's it going?
Do you have time for a request?
The Adrestrian Empire's Imperial Guard is looking for someone to train with. They said that they're said to be the cream of the crop, and I'm certain you can hold your own. Practice battle moves with the Adrestrian Empire's Imperial Guard. The cream of the crop! I guess they're north of this this area here. I'll continue to move as such.
Hi.
Hey, Bernie.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
You're out of your room.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I come out for lectures and assignments, don't I? Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
It's just a little shocking to see, honestly. Come over to our mother's grave. We can see that there's been an addition. Gerald Eisner. We don't know when he was born, I guess, but he died 1180, resting in the warm embrace of cherished memories. There's always, so I should probably explain something. There's always an urge for me to play a little bit extra after I finish recording, so I did wander around the grounds a bit after the previous episode, but I didn't do it that much. I did come over to the grave. Wonder if there's anything useful.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Tusk, Linhart. Although...
Professor?
His, while a bit misguided, his priorities are in the right place. We should be doing what we can to sort of like prepare for this oncoming battle with whatever enemy may come our way. Is it Dorothea in here? There's Dorothea.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage, but when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
Oh, stop! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna cry all the time. Here, take this owl feather and never speak to me again. There's a lot of emotional whiplash here that I don't really know how to deal with. There's Lysithea.
Professor, I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
We should be careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
How's your... Oh god, yours is at a minimum. Let's see. I have a violet.
Thank you.
A very stern thank you there. Tasty baked treat. Here you go.
For me? I love it.
And, oh man. How about some riding boots?
Thank you.
There we go. Gotta max out that motivation. A game board piece. A high quality game board piece made of precious stone. It probably belongs to someone with a tactical mind. Alright. Where haven't I gone? I haven't gone to the classroom yet. Nor have I gone to the training grounds. Hey, Claude. I thought I changed him out of that.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear.
How's your motivation? Maxed out. All right. Oh, Claude.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
All right, just, you know, give it a little, back it up there a little bit. Let me see what you like. Roster. Show me Lawrence. Lawrence likes, that's Lysithea. Lawrence likes tea, red roses, worthy women, anything that befits nobility. I don't have any roses, but I can at least give you some gifts.
If there is...
Actually, I wonder if I have any of his lost items. Lovely comb, big spoon, light purple veil, game board piece. Doesn't seem like it at the moment. I'll just give him, have some gemstone beads.
How kind of you.
There you go. How about some tea leaves?
Oh my,
Yep, he certainly loves his tea. And a dapper neckerchief.
How kind of you.
I'm surprised he didn't like that a lot more. As it did say dapper, it befits nobility, as it were. Handmade hair clip, a cute but incomplete hair accessory. It probably belongs to someone who's good at making accessories. I'll probably have to end up giving that to Hilda. We'll have to see how our motivation's doing. Letter to the goddess, an impassioned letter written to the goddess. It probably belongs to someone who daydreams about the goddess. I think these items just belong to these two here.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
We'll defeat the bad guys. We'll show them.
That would be the quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all.
Okay, your motivation's at minimum, so I will give you your handmade hair clip back.
Oh, you found it. Thank you so much.
And I should probably also give you some other things as well. Do you like pitcher plants?
You're sweet.
Okay, maybe not. How about, oh, you know what? Yeah, stylish hair clip probably. Yeah, stylish hair clip would have been better. All right, let me talk to Alright, we're going through this again. Alright. So first, lost items. Letter to the goddess.
What's this?
Oh no, I'm surprised. That seems like something she would like. Alright, how about a goddess statuette then?
Oh, thank you.
I thought she was fairly pious. Well, here, I know for a fact... I guess not. I was gonna give her... Is there anything? I think I gave whatever I had that was, based around like the riding boots, that's what it was. I gave the riding boots to somebody else.
Oh.
I'll just give her the pitcher plant as well. There we go. Get that motivation up! Just because I'm feeling sad and depressed doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop teaching. Alright, let's go to the training grounds. I'm kind of curious as to what... I didn't get a chance to see what kind of tournament's being run today. This isn't the right area. I need to go further north. And training grounds. When I do the other stories, I'll probably utilize the other bits there more. The other bits. God, brain, come on! The other, animal bone dice. Cubic dice made from animal bones. It probably belongs to someone who enjoys weird games. I'll probably utilize, like, the online functionality when I stream the other houses. A toothed dagger. Uniquely shaped dagger, the back of which is toothed. It probably belongs to someone who likes rare weapons. Hello, Dimitri.
I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Well, thank you very much, Dimitri. Although I have been noticing Dimitri's kind of getting a bit of violent tendencies here.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Oh, Raphael! Oh, I found your spoon.
Hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
You're such a good friend, Raphael. Have some smoked meat, man.
Is this for me? It's so nice.
Found his spoon.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
All right. We have a house bow tournament. I kind of want to see what the prize is. An advance seal. I don't think I could buy those. If I'm doing a bow tournament, Claude would be good, but I don't know if his weakness, if he's on the wyvern for that, his weakness carries over. Ignatz would be a good one for that too, and Bernadetta, Hanneman would be all right for that as well. I like how I could sick other professors into this tournament. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't really talk to Bernadetta about like improving her motivation, nor did I with Ignatz. Although have I encountered Ignatz yet? I don't recall. I don't think I have. I think I'm gonna ignore that for now. Let's go ahead and head over to the cathedral where we can talk to Ash and Cyril. Oh, we could also do the counselor stuff. Words cannot express my disgust with the students here. There are so many of these fools rely on their noble status or their crest power's excuse to shirk their training. That should be the problem as long as they're keeping up. Calling the fools out of line, you should spar with them. Yeah, Felix like that. You know, I don't even care what people say. I'm short, and I'm definitely open to suggestions if you know a way to grow quick. Get plenty of sleep at night, you should try eating lots of different vegetables. There's nothing that you do that's your lot in life. Eat! Eat! We didn't like that. Sorry, Casper. You can always put on more clothing when it's cold, but you can only remove so many layers in the heat. How does one survive the hot summer? Take a refreshing dip in a watering hole. Focus on reading to occupy your mind. Spend your days underground away from the sun. How about a refreshing dip in the watering hole? She didn't like that. She probably would have liked reading instead. I'm assuming the watering hole one is probably like the perverted response. Bag of seeds, someone who takes care of animals. That's for Marianne. Dusty Book of Fables, a well-loved book of children's fable belongs to someone with the fond memories associated to it. That's either gotta go to Flayn or Sedith. Hey, Cyril.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood, receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Geralt is happy in the next world.
One thing you guys have told me is that you can just straight up recruit Cyril, and apparently he's really good, so...
I learned all sorts of things, so I can do as much as possible for Lady Rhea. Cleaning, chopping wood, making feed. Oh, and I'm learning the bow and arrow from Shamir. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class.
Just ask for assistance.
You betcha. I'm your guy, Professor. Since, you know, you can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
Cyril is going to work with you. So Cyril is just straight up in my, not really, well actually, I like his like, yo, you can't add me to your class or anything, but like that's straight up what I'm doing.
That's a, I pray.
I also want to see how your motivation is. How about a hunting dagger?
This is for me?
There we go, get that motivation up on Cyril. And where is, Ash is down here somewhere. He's outside. No, he's not outside, he's inside past the, there we go.
Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
No idea. We're never gonna be sure. Let's go talk to Ignatz. Yo, Iggy. What do you gotta say about this whole situation here, huh?
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Geralt? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, push through. Or what happens, happens. What happens, happens.
I suppose, but please take care, Professor. We can't afford to lose you too.
Kinda comes off as dismissive, but that's just how I'm gonna roll with it. Anyway, let's head over to... Let me check the library to see if there's any lost items in there. Because there very well might be. Oh. Encyclopedia of Fodlan's Plants. An encyclopedia dedicated to the plant life growing in Fodlan. Yada yada yada. It's basically just to raise up my professor ranking. That's really all those items serve to do. And you can't climb this, right? No. I wonder if you ever can. There are still areas to the monastery that are out of our reach. I'll keep that the way it be. I forgot if areas that are accessible to you rely on your professor rating or they rely on your progress through the area. Hey, Hanneman.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Thank you, Hanneman. Hanneman, you're at a minimum for that, huh? You know, I'll just go ahead and get the faculty training from you. Teach me in the ways of reason. Not bad, not bad. Manuela?
Right. I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Geralt. Will you listen?
I'll listen.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Very interesting. Well, let's go ahead and learn a bit of the sword from Manuela. Oh, she can speak again.
I wonder who they were.
That's all she has to say. Okay. And if we come into here, we can speak to Sothis.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book?
A small leather bag, and inside it,
That
a
ring.
ring.
I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Very interesting. I guess we've also created some supports here as well. I wonder if I have that ring now. Or if it's not like one of the equipable rings, if it's something different. I don't think it's the prayer ring. Yeah, because I think we had that before. And it's basically a downgraded version of the goddess ring. Yeah, I think that's a key item, not something I can equip. There's the bulletin board. That's an owl. I was looking for a second, and the owl. I thought the owl was a Pegasus, basically. Is there anybody else up here? I could talk to Rhea, Sedith, Hubert, and Flayn. I think they're all somewhere around here. Oh, I think Sedith and Flayn, or I'm sorry, Hubert and Flayn are over here. Here we go.
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
Talking to Flayn has been interesting. Because... Let's see, I wish, why can't I give her fish? I have so many fish I can give people, but I can't actually give it to her.
I shall take it.
I figured she'd like fishing.
I shall take it.
I'm just trying to get your damn...
I shall take
Get your stuff up!
What?
Oh boy.
I shall take it.
Talking to Flayn is interesting because it kind of brings about... It makes me think back to like when the whatever we're fighting against wanted her blood, and the discussion that they had about the secret of their bodies and how I'm pretty sure they're probably manufactured.
I've never been much for condolences.
Well, I don't know what I expected from Hubert. We've got
Well,
like 2 people left to talk to in Rhea and Sedith. Hello, Rhea.
excuse me. Professor, how are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
I need you to teach me. Teach me more of what I need to know so I can further protect those around me. Sedith? Actually, hold on. Snap bread and quill. A quill that is snapped from overuse. It probably belongs to someone who does a lot of paperwork.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Well, hopefully, if there is such a thing as a real Tomas, hopefully he's still alive. Teach me the ways of the sword. I feel like there was somebody else I could train with. I didn't talk to Felix or Sylvain. I didn't go to the other classrooms, it appears. Yeah, there's quite a few people missing from our happy little family here. Let me go back to the classrooms and talk to Felix and Sylvain.
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
It would be a shame if we were invaded.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
That kind of plants the seeds in me that they're kind of like talking about that the church is going to be invaded sometime soon because of the lack of protection. Anyway, let's go do ourselves some good stuff here. I'm gonna eat with some of my students. What's today's special? Let's eat with Manuela and Ignace to get their motivation up.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
Bonds among the three of you grew significantly. The two you invited are much more motivated. That was fun. How about a little bit of cooking as well? Let's bring along... I personally prefer to bring along people that are in my immediate... Oh, let's see. Let's see how you cook. We must discover how she cook. Let's get some blessed jelly.
Cooking is easy once you understand the basics.
It's on fire!
Let's, not use that vegetable. Technically it's edible, but it's not highly favored. I see.
+2 to luck. All right. And where should we go next? I guess I could do the training grounds, but I think I'm gonna go to the cathedral and do the singing. Afterwards, we'll jump around and give back everybody's lost items. Choir coordinator. Who are we going to bring along? All the people who would normally go along with us in our group here. Let's go with Bernadetta and Hanneman to get their motivations up. I can just give something to Bernadetta.
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will they?
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
Utter discord? Faith experience, can you not experience? Oh, they don't gain, Oh. I guess I got that wrong. They actually don't gain any motivation from that. Whoops. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump around to giving people who aren't part of my class their lost items. Over by the fishing hole. We're gonna give the Pegasus horseshoes to Ingrid.
Mine. Thank you very much. I've been looking for it.
You're welcome. While I was exploring the Blue Lion house to give something to someone, I found this unfinished score. Probably belongs to someone who likes to sing.
It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights. Isn't that a bit...
We've already been through this already. I don't know why I keep going through there and doing that. Hey, did you lose a toothed dagger?
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Yeah, you did. Hello, Seth.
First Tomas, both Tomas and Mon. It was as if
I bet you lost a couple things, actually. I can only imagine that this snapped writing quill is yours.
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning.
Considering you never leave your office. Dusty Book of Children's Fables. It's either yours or Flane's.
I'm sorry to say, I have...
It's Flane's then, okay. Neat. All right, next up. Annette has lost something.
We were thinking.
You lost the unfinished score we found very recently.
Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
No reason. That's everything that I should be giving to people. Everything else either belongs to people in my class who are already at maximum motivation or belongs to people who just aren't here right now. However, if we come out here, let's see how Felix is doing.
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train?
Yes.
Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring. And I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary.
Sure, why not?
I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. On top of that, you wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength.
Why are you so focused on becoming stronger?
Why? I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
You remind me of myself.
Now I'm intrigued by your fighting style, and by who you really are. But that's enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
Obtain support level C. Anything else going on around here that I need to address? Don't seem to be the case. So, between episodes, I'm gonna do my my shopping and my fishing. So next time on Fire Emblem Three Houses, we're gonna continue on with this chapter. Maybe find out a little bit more about the people who killed Gerald. It's gonna be a somber month. See you all then. Later.